everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Alright everybody, where we left off, I basically have to do the Sith Academy all over again. However, my ride or die Ronald brought up a very good point. Now that I've figured out I can just stand still for a while to get all of my health back, I can go back to the ship and fight that Sith assassin before I even go in the academy. So what we did was we put on some armor for some better defense, made sure we had the right shield we wanted. So what we're going to do, we're going to put on our stims. We got alacrity, strength, and stamina. Pop our shield and enter the ship. Also, this armor I put on gives me an immunity to critical hits, which should also make a big difference. So we'll see how this fight goes this time around. Come now. Yes, everybody's sleeping. I really hope my shield's time doesn't burn during the movie. What have you done to the crew? Not one for words, are you? Alright, let's see this fight. How this fight goes. Let's try power attacks. Oh, we did damage. See if we can get a critical hit in there, or two. My shield is still on? Oh my goodness, what the heckin'? What did you do? Madam. Shield up, shield up, shield up. Thank God. That was almost really bad. Come on, hit her again. Let's go. Let's go. Before your shield goes down. Come on. Get her. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, she's a smidge. You were so close. Alright, okay, alright. Where's my last save? Okay, getting on the Evan Hawk is my last save, so let's do that one. What have you done with the crew? Blah, 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 blah. Wave your lightsaber. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, alright. Let's start with Flurry. Okay, see, Flurry's doing damage. Absolutely. Okay, how dare. I'm gonna have to shield up, I think. Yep. Come on, shield up. There you go. More flurries. You know?
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
I want to make a quick note. Someone commented on one of my videos once upon a time ago, saying, why don't you diversify your attacks? Right? But see, I diversified my attacks on that first attempt, and I failed. But I just flurried my ass off for this one. And I won. I guess sometimes you just go with what works. Anyway, life from mine, she says. I'm in need of servants, not corpses.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Oh. Nap time.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
And that is...
I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Will she recover? I have uses for her.
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Let me know when she awakens. I have a question for her.
She is a threat to us.
Jealous. I trust her more than I trust you.
I have not attacked you. She has. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
You have scavenged a part from Vice's Mars lightsaber. Oh, good. Okay. Lost influence with the handmaiden, but gained influence with Vices. And I got the emitter fixture. I believe I still have one more part to go after the emitter. But let me double check with my boy Bao-Dur. Not that way. This way. Senor?
Yes, General?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I'll need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something else I can help you
A lens. Got it. Never mind, sir, never mind. Well, now that we are back in the ship, we do have some things we need to do. Before talking to Vice's Mar, I need to go to the medical bay. Why? Because it has a medical bench. Because I need to make heals. Alright, use the lab station. Advanced med packs. We're gonna make a few. We have seen their usefulness. Make 2 more. Alright, we are out of other stuff, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Wait, can I break down any explosives? I don't seem to need these at the moment. Adhesive grenade. Adhesive grenade. How many do I have? Many. I have no other grenades to break down, and I don't want to break down any of my stems yet. So we'll just hold on to those, and we will go talk to Vices. She would be great to bring along on Korriban. Oh, Vices. Ugh, Kreia, no. She wasn't in the medical bay, was she? No, she's probably in a dorm. Hold on. Yeah, there she is.
My life for yours.
As you say. How did you find me?
I felt you. Heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
And who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I see. I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Oh, madam. The flattery will get you far. Are you alright?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
That's not what I asked. I asked if you were alright.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
In Medbay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the cause is equally so. It is of no importance.
I had questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
I have seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KotoR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
She said it still exists, so these two responses don't make sense. I guess if your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KotoR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained, my master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
He made you see?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
And why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill on such a scale, it's impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not, and my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did your master destroy KotoR?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KotoR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Why did the Jedi meet on KotoR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Forget it. I had some other questions for you.
I will answer what I can.
Was your master behind the destruction of Paragus?
My master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
I have some other questions
I
for
will
you.
answer what I can.
heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Vysis has a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force sight in first-person mode and can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points.
My master, he has crippled me. I have seen the galaxy as it truly is, and it has left its mark. It is not something I can explain, for the words are difficult. I only ask that you understand.
Fair enough. Never mind, I'll be going now.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
Why? It is only that a weak servant is no use at all. Surely the Sith has taught you that.
I must warn you. If you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
You have cautious views for a Sith.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
You have spoken enough. I must go.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Okay, so I gained influence and I lost influence. Net light side shift. Dang it. Alright, fine. So, it would appear that Scion and Nihilus are not working together. I thought they were. I thought Darth Scion was another of Nihilus's, lapdogs. I guess they defeated Kreia and then, broke out on their own. Let's see what, for giggles, let's see what Kreia has to say about Vysis.
You have befriended the Seer.
Seer? You mean the blind Sith?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. Despite your urges, it would be better to deal with her now. Whether you intend salvation or slavery, she is a threat to us. She serves one of the greatest of the Sith. She is the most trusted and only apprentice. Yet you spare her. Why?
Because there is nothing to be gained by murdering her, yet.
We shall see. There may be value in such a choice to keep her alive, or perhaps not. Whatever your intentions toward her, keep them restrained. Whether mercy or lust, we have time for neither.
If she threatens any of us again, I will deal with her, I promise you.
Is that so? Well, perhaps there will be a second chance for her to inflict harm, so you may test such a statement. It is good that you have never wondered what lay beneath her robes, if her alabaster skin was as white and unblemished as her face, or if perhaps she bore the scars of slavery, and if that would stir you more, if perhaps her deferent tone would change once you held her by the throat and showed her how far a Jedi can fall. Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind, Exile, and such passions are not strength but erosion.
Perhaps, and perhaps not. We shall see.
I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. See to it that you do not ever act upon your impulses. Mating with her will bring more harm than you know. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty.
If she can see through the Force, then maybe she can help us find the lost Jedi.
Perhaps. I am not convinced.
Patton said her planet was wiped out and it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
And what do you make of that?
Well, if her people all see through the Force, then maybe somehow. Then maybe someone wanted to blind them.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Someone wants this sector of the galaxy blind to the Force, so they can move freely, or strike without warning.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger, and there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more.
Never mind, I'll be going now. Aha! So, I think that is definitely the case that she will have more to tell us. But will she betray us? That is another question entirely. I'm not sure. Does this mean that Vices no longer owns her lightsaber? Let's find out. Add Vices, and we will add Atten. I still want to corrupt Atten. It's very fun.
How may I serve?
You can serve by leveling up first of all. Skills. Wait. Stealth, awareness, security, or treat injury. Yeah. Feats, madam. Feats. Do you already have 2 weapon fighting? No, you don't. Wait, no. So you have lightsaber proficiency, yes. Let's give you some bonus to melee weapons. Absolutely. Powers. You need Force Heal. Somebody has to have Force Heal. Level up attributes. You are high in dexterity. Let's give you 1 more charisma to give you that modifier. Skills. Do the same as before. Powers. Force Aura. Grants 2 defense. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. Accept. Level up. Skills. Same. Feats. Let's get you tier 3 flurry, since you already had tier 2. And then your powers. Let's give you Force Shield. We like our defense. And then, Unarmed Specialist. Well, we don't care for that right now. You're meant to bear a weapon. Let's see. Burst of Speed, no. Force of Valor. We like Valor. Accept. Level up. Skills. Same again. I think this is her last level. Let's see. It's up for Night Valor. And she is ready. Let's see her weaponry. I believe we don't have her lightsaber. No. So she needs a weapon. A longsword? No. Well, it might be the best one I have. Let's give her that for the time being.
I hear you.
My life
Wait,
is yours.
do you need armor? No, but you could use a Dark Jedi Master Robe. Yes. What? What?
How may I serve?
Does your outfit not change, madam? I guess it doesn't. You do need a shield. And another shield. And let's give you some reflex. And more reflex. Alright. She's all set. Well, you know everybody, now that we've got some health packs, we've got some new force powers to help us stay alive, we can now loot these other bodies. Because whatever spawns to fight us, we have a better chance of defeating them.
Let's settle this.
Now, as long as my hits land. There we go. Got him. Got it. Who went down? Oh, Vices, no.
Everyone down!
Why am I missing so much? This is not good. Okay, break away. Break away. No, break away. Back on this ship! Whew. My. I'm just not ready to handle those yet.
That is how flesh and blood fights. Let me show you how one fights when one's life is the Force.
I won't let you harm him. I have heard of your kind. You worship strength, when all it does is rot you from within.
You
Oh
echo
my.
others' words, and as an echo it lacks strength. Who is it who has taught you of the Sith?
I will not reveal my mistress, and I will not allow you to harm the one I travel with.
I cannot harm him. His wound lies deeper than any blade could reach. That is why I follow him, and protect him.
Protect him? I do not believe you.
You do not believe that I would follow him to death. Certainly you have read as much in my movements as I have in yours. There's no shame in your feelings, Sister of the Echani.
Be silent! You know nothing of what you speak.
You are alone, and wounded in your own way. I can feel its pulse, like a heartbeat from the past. But if you will not believe that I mean him no harm, then believe this. I wish to learn from him. I wish to learn how it is he still walks, when his spirit is nothing more than a shell. When you feel as though the Force, as if life itself has abandoned you. I had a question for you, Sister of the Echani. The exile. What does he look like?
Like a man, but it is more than that. And I do not have the words. He is selfish, at times lacking discipline to his urges. My mistress was right about him. The galaxy has poisoned his heart, but yet I hope that he can be redeemed. It is a faint hope, and I find that I cannot help but follow him. There is a feeling that emanates from him, like a sound from far away that has traveled a vast distance to reach here.
Like an echo. Your words are well chosen, Sister of the Echani. I will not harm him. But it is not me you should fear. There are darker things in the galaxy than a blind one such as I.
Something troubles you, servant of Atris.
Leave me be.
I have seen what you have seen, the slow seduction of the Sith. Perhaps we are more allies than you know. I fear the exile has let his feelings for the Miraluka affect his judgment, and it will doom him.
There is still hope.
I do not believe so, and neither do you. You have seen his stance, his movements. They mirror hers, not yours. But do not mistake my intent. We are together in this, and if we stand together, we may yet prevent a greater tragedy.
I do not believe you, and I do not trust you.
What you think is of no concern. What the exile thinks is what should concern us.
Ladies, there is enough beef and spice to go around. If anybody knows that reference, please throw it in the comments. I will be wildly surprised. But there is some drama in my ship. This is interesting. Can I corrupt the handmaiden? Can I further corrupt Vices? She's already a Darksider. We'll just have to find out. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today. Have a good morning, day, evening, and good night. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.